After I saw that moment, I realized that LeBron has passed Kobe. He has passed Kobe as the number one leader in all-time missed shots. Wait, hold up. Y'all thought I was about to say that LeBron James has passed Kobe Bryant as the greatest. You must be out your mind. Y'all got to be out your mind. I know some of y'all are like, I'm about to unsubscribe from this MF right now. Hell no, I ain't about to say that. People been messaging me all over the internet talking about, make sure you talk about LeBron passing Kobe for the most missed shot. Make sure you talk. You know the media ain't going to talk about it. So here I am talking about it. Apart from the fact that LeBron made history playing with his son, which was a cool moment yesterday. I'm not going to front. It was a cool moment. But he also made some history by now being the number one all-time leader in missed shots. I want to read from a quick article here from CBS Sports. It says LeBron James breaks Kobe Bryant's record for the most missed shots in NBA history. James has missed 14,482 shots and counting in his historic NBA career. LeBron James has plenty of very positive NBA records. Nobody has scored more points or played more minutes of professional basketball, and nobody else has shared on an NBA court with his son. He is quite possibly the greatest player in the history of basketball, but that doesn't mean he's perfect. And on Tuesday, James set one record he'd likely rather forget. Coming into his 22nd season, James has missed a total of 14,476 field goals in his illustrious NBA career. That left him just 5 shy of Kobe Bryant's all-time record of 14,481 missed field goal attempts. Sure enough, during the season opener between the Los Angeles Lakers and Minnesota Timberwolves, James missed his 6th shot in the third quarter and claimed the record for most missed shots in league history with 14,482 and counting. Okay, so you heard what that article had to say there. Now, I want to get into the real show right now and where we're going to really have the fun. Let's get into it now. You know, after this stat came out, I said to myself, I need to investigate what went on here, because LeBron eclipsing Kobe in terms of missed shots 1 year later, or 1 year earlier, or however you want to look at it, made me begin to think, well, does that mean that LeBron is a better scorer than Kobe? And some of his fans were like, well, you got the most all-time points, so obviously the best scorer. So I had to do some digging, and I investigated extensively. And the conclusion that I came to, I believe is going to surprise a lot of you. So let's get through some of the data that I was able to unearth here. So for Kobe's NBA career, he attempted 19.5 field goal attempts per game. For LeBron's NBA career, he attempted 19.6. So virtually the same. LeBron attempted slightly more shots. Kobe, for his career, shot 44.7% from the field versus LeBron, who shot 50.6% from the field. So looking at those numbers, those field goal percentages, one could easily draw the conclusion that, okay, LeBron is clearly a more efficient player because he's shooting 6% higher from the field. So one would assume that. But that wouldn't necessarily be the case. So I started to do a little bit more digging. And what I discovered was in LeBron passing Kobe for having the most missed shots, that actually came down not to LeBron being way more efficient than Kobe. It came down to really their playing styles. Okay, let me give you guys some data here. According to ESPN, from 1996 to the year 2016, which is a 20-year window, okay, Allen Iverson in that time frame who played in the NBA, made 17,767 unassisted mid-range jumpers. And number 4, LeBron made 1,783 unassisted mid-range jumpers. Dirk made 1,886 unassisted mid-range jumpers, but Kobe made 2,775 unassisted mid-range jumpers, which means that in that time frame, Kobe made virtually 1,000 more mid-range jumpers unassisted, right? So what that told me was LeBron had a different style than Kobe because they averaged virtually the same amount of field goal attempts. So it means that LeBron was shooting in a different way or attacking differently. And what I discovered was LeBron was actually favoring attacking the basket, but I wanted to prove this with the data. According to basketballreference.com, okay, let's look at the percentages. Kobe for his career shot 42.2% outside of 3 feet to the three-point line. LeBron for his career is shooting 38.3% from outside from that same distance. Okay, so that's a pretty big difference in terms of percentage. And if you look at the percentage of the shots that they were taking from various distances, you will begin to understand why LeBron shot a higher field goal percentage, and it really had nothing to do with him being better. LeBron took 35% of his shots came from between 0 to 3 feet. 13% of his offense came from between 3 to 10 feet. Another 13 came from 10 to 16 feet. 18% came from between 16 to the three-point line, and 23% of his shots came from beyond the arc, beyond the three-point line. Kobe, on the other hand, took less shots closer to the rim. 21.9% of his shots came from 0 to 3 feet. 12% came from 3 to 10 feet. 17.2% came from 10 to 16 feet. And 27.1% came from 16 to the three-point line, and he attempted 21% of his shots beyond the three-point line. So based on that data, it is clear to me that Kobe favored shooting mid-range jumpers. And if you factor in the fact that he made 1,000 more unassisted mid-range jumpers, you can then understand just how much better he was at shooting from the mid-range than LeBron was. But if you talk to the typical LeBron fan, they'll just give you the naked numbers and say, oh, well, LeBron is just a better shooter. Look at their field goal percentages, without really going into the real numbers and really understanding what was really